Okay.
Hello, everyone. I'm Carly. I'm completing an interview for my social media and podcasting class. Today, my guest is my uncle. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name's Ed Murphy.
Would you say that social media is a part of your daily routine?
Yes, for better or worse, it is.
How often do you use it?
More than I'd like to admit. Probably 10 times a day I check in on Facebook.
Do you use it at work?
Do I use it at work or for work?
For work.
No.
What social media applications do you use?
Mostly I use Facebook. I do have a Snapchat account so I can talk to my kids because that's the best way. And I just recently tried this new app called Parler.
What's that for?
Mostly Facebook.
Okay. What do you use them for? Overall?
90% of it's just keeping in touch with family and friends and seeing pictures of people I like and, entertaining things. A little bit of news. I try not to put too much stock in any news that I see on social media, but so mostly just personal stuff.
How do you feel about your kids using social media?
I'm fine with it. I never, limited my kids on what they could or couldn't do because I figure they're going to do it anyway. So, why try to keep things from them? But I just try to make sure they understand that, not everything, as a matter of fact, probably nothing you read or see is true. So as long as you understand what you're looking at and don't believe everything you see and read, I think it's fine.
I agree. How important is protecting your privacy while using these applications?
I think it's important, but I don't think it is protected at all. I think you got to go into it knowing that everything you have is out there and they know everything, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
So, but, at the end of the day, what are they going to steal some pictures? And, I don't, it's mostly data mining for advertising, and that's how they make all their money. Everybody knows that. So I think if you're under the illusion that you can control that or stop it, you're kidding yourself.
Totally. So I was going to ask, do you trust them?
No, I don't trust them at all.
And more so, do you do any extra protective steps to protect your applications?
I try to set the privacy settings, like you're recommended to do. But then, as most people find out, things don't work. You can't use it the way you want to use it if you set all the settings like you should. So it's kind of a compromise. But I pretty much just under the realization that they're gonna spy on me and see what I'm looking at, see what I'm shopping for. And, I really, at the end of the day, I really don't care. They're not stealing my bank account information. So,
Yeah, that would not be good. On a scale of 1 to 10, how important would you say social media is?
To me personally or in the world?
Let's say for the world.
I'd say it's pretty important because I think a lot of people, that's their only source of news and information, which is scary. So, I think it's important.
Can you remember a time without social media use?
I'm 54 years old. I remember a time before computers. I think I was 40 years old when Facebook was invented. So, yeah, there was no, when we grew up without computers or cell phones. I don't think I had a cell phone till I was almost 30. So, yeah, it seems like I definitely remember a time without it.
Do you miss it?
You know what? Yeah, I think you look at every week you get a little alert on your phone that shows you your screen time, and you think to yourself, geez, I really spent 6 hours a day looking at my phone. It's kind of pathetic. So what did we do with those 6 hours before all this stuff? Probably talk to each other. So,
Right.
Yeah, I think in a lot of ways, of course, now, every bit of information's at your fingertips. But, yeah, I kind of think things were probably a little better before all this.
So my final question for you is, with the future of social media growing so rapidly and growing so strong, do you believe that this is a good or bad thing for society? And why?
I think it's good and bad. I think it's good because people get their information. It's it's hard to lie to the world when everybody can access every tidbit of information instantly on their phone. So I think it's good in that way, but I think it's also bad because I think there's too many people that just believe everything they see on social media, and that's kind of scary. So I think, with well-educated society, I think it's a good thing.
I'm right there with you. So unfortunately, that's all the time we have today, but thank you so much for your time.
Sure.